back to Virginia from Lower Alabama. Now, that's Florida. I didn't know that. And has opened for Dusty Slay and Brad Upton. She's got an album out called Come and Get It Nerds that's available online. Welcome, Heather Joyce.
Hey guys. I'll start by telling you a little about myself. I am married, if you couldn't tell from how I've given up. It always hurts a little when people laugh at that, I'll be honest. No, my husband, he's so trustworthy. The other day he called to ask if it was okay for him to have lunch with his coworkers at Hooters. Isn't that adorable? I was like, sweetie, you don't need my permission. I don't care if you window shop. Plus, I don't really feel threatened because I know Hooters girls aren't your type. And he goes, okay, thanks. Hey, just out of curiosity, is there anywhere I could go where you would feel threatened? And I said, you know how I don't let you have a library card? Girls like me were a dime a dozen over at your local branch. I have learned that marriage is just an extended game of chicken over who's going to refill the soap dispenser. Because it starts getting low, we give each other those side glances, till eventually I'm in the bathroom like, chick, chick. Ugh. Last time I got so annoyed, I confronted him about it. I said, hey, how come you never refill the soap dispenser? And he goes, what are you talking about? And folks, in that moment, I learned something. I was the only one playing this game. Guys, that's how I learned my husband doesn't wash his hands. No, I have to put a disclaimer on that joke. He actually does wash his hands. I ran this bit by him and he objected to it, which is weird because I've said way worse stuff about him on stage before. But he goes, Heather, I wish you wouldn't do that joke because I do wash my hands and I don't want people to think otherwise. Couldn't you change it so it's about something else, like the toilet paper roll? So guys, that's how I learned there's much worse habits than not washing your hands. What else? I'm a teacher. Who let that happen, right? No, for the last 13 years, I've taught middle school math. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, but it's not the right reaction. Because only if you're a middle school teacher will you understand what it's like to be called stupid by a 13-year-old who you just taught to use a paperclip. And kids these days are getting so specifically mean. Like, I was chaperoning a football game, and two of my math students were sitting in the bleachers just making fun of all the coaches. One of them went, look at Mr. Smith. His legs are way too short for his body. And the other one goes, yeah, he's so unproportional. So I heard that, and I rushed over. I was like, oh my God, Ashley, you know what proportional means. I am such a good teacher. AI is becoming a huge problem, like in the classroom and outside. I'm worried that it's going to destroy civilization by turning us all into a bunch of drooling morons. I already rely way too much on technology. I was running errands the other day, and in the middle of driving from one location to the next, I forgot where I was going. But I'd already put it into the GPS, so I was able to just keep following the path. So I'm driving around like, gosh, can't wait to find out where we're headed. I hope it's to get ice cream. Are there any board game fans here today? Any board games? Oh, that's great for you guys. I don't like them. I just find them so confusing. For example, I can never remember for which games are you supposed to yell out the name of the game while you play it. So I just do it for all of them. And sometimes I get it right. I'm like Yahtzee or Uno, but then other times I'll go chess. The person I'm playing against is like, okay, Heather, first off, you're supposed to say checkmate. Secondly, you're losing. Finally, we are currently playing Hungry Hungry Hippos, so. I was reading the NPR website the other day because, look at me, of course I was. And they had this article about how scientists have used measurements to determine that electrons are, quote, very round. I don't know when we started body shaming subatomic particles. I just think it's very negative. Thank you all.